this moment never ends? Can we pretend that time is frozen? 'Cause it's torn my heart and you know what I want is you. Where's you? I wanna say that all I want is you now. Maybe we can dance the night away. That's what I wanna do now. I want you to stay right here with me. Stay with me. Think I've got fire running through my veins. 'Cause when you touch me, I must turn to flames. I don't know what it is you do to me. No way, just dancing in this burning room. There's something in the way you look at me that tells me you are what I'll never need. I don't know what it is you do to me. No way, just dancing in this burning room. All I want is you now. Maybe we can dance the night away. It's what I wanna do now. I hope that you can stay right here with me. Think I've got fire running through my veins. 'Cause when you touch me, I must turn to flames. I don't know what it is you do to me. No way, just dancing in this burning room. There's something in the way you look at me that tells me you are what I'll never need. I don't know what it is you do to me. No way, just dancing in this burning room.
Well, hello there. How is everyone doing? I hope everything is good and is live. Now, I do apologize for the sounds in the background. Those will be done in like 15 minutes. That's just the construction work outside the house. But yeah, that's gonna be done in about 10-15 minutes, no worries. So, yeah, today is the day. So for everyone who doesn't know, I make a pre-show 1 hour before of Night's TWire. Night's TWire is starting at 6 p.m. Central European Time. It's streaming on Twitch TV, CD Projekt Red, and I do apologize about the song because I did write the title, but for some reason it didn't work. But it's Burning Room, Loving Caliber. That's the name of the intro song. So, good day, good morning, good evening, everyone. Hopefully you guys are doing well. I'm doing great. I'm so hyped for this NCV. Nice Ukrainian accent. Where did I learn that? I learned that in Texas, my friend. So, my god, there's a lot of people. We have 1,000 people in a pre-show? What? Guys, this is a pre-show. So, obviously, this is going to be the last Night City Wire until the game comes out, I believe. They might do one more, like right before the actual release, but keep in mind, this is not the end of Night City Wire. I think Night City Wire is a great way to actually promote everything in the future. So I'm guessing when expansions and other news and maybe even multiplayer, when that, starts coming out, they will do these Night City Wires to actually inform people. Yeah, there is a running joke. I'm from Texas. I'm not. I'm from Bosnia. Morning from the States. Yeah, it's really early there. Yeah. It is really, really early there. Are all Bosnians as cute? No, I'm not cute. But the Bosnians, yeah. Good night from Mongolia. Oh my god. Yeah, there's a lot of people watching. So where is everyone from? Where are you guys from? Greetings from North Korea. Oh my god. 9 here? Yeah, it's 5 p.m. here. I mean, one of the good things about a Polish company is because we're in the same time zone. So whenever they have a stream like this, it's actually great for me because I have a problem with Bethesda. Bethesda does their showcases around 3 a.m. my time. So every time in the past when I was following Bethesda showcases and all of that, it would start at 3 a.m. in the morning, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna watch that. So oh my god, yeah, there's a lot of people watching. Welcome everyone, welcome. So what is everyone looking forward on this Night City Wire? Obviously they showed Xbox One X and Xbox Series X gameplay. What do you think about that, guys? What do you think about that? Overall, I think that the game held out really well on Xbox One X. I mean, Series X is not a problem. It's a current gen, next gen, or well, now current gen console. So I don't really have any concerns about Series X or PlayStation 5 in general, because those games will be able to run this. But we'll see about the base versions and everything. I'm really interested. So far, like, Xbox One X ran decent, really well actually. I mean, think about it, it's a huge game. Yeah, 1,000 people watching, damn. Yeah, I'm actually from Bosnia. For people asking. Wow, there's a lot of people. Am I excited? Yeah, I'm really excited actually. I love these pre-shows because it's a really nice time to talk with people, kind of see what everyone is all about, what is everyone doing. I'll play some music, alright? I'll play some music. Just give me a sec. I'll play some music there. So this is the music from Cyberpunk. This is something they sent us a while back, but I cannot tell the names and everything. But at least you guys can enjoy some nice Cyberpunk official soundtrack tunes provided by CDPR. Pozdrav! There's a lot of people, I think, from the Balkans as well. Northern Cali. Let's all smash that like button. Yeah, I hate asking for it, but please, if you can, click that like button because it actually helps with the algorithm. I actually don't really like asking for that because it's never good. It's never, how would I say? I don't know. If people want to like the video, they will like it nevertheless. If people want to dislike the video, they will dislike it. But now YouTube is just forcing us to do it because of their algorithm and all of that. So yeah. Do I ride bikes, motorbikes or normal bikes? I don't drive motorbikes. The problem is Bosnian roads are not really made for a bike. I don't know, it's you gotta be a really good driver, and you can't really get out on the road because, I don't know, at least in my city it's not really, it's okay, you can drive it. There's a lot of MCs here, but still. Subs are good for the algorithm too. Yeah, I mean, if people enjoy this, I'm always happy when people subscribe. So yeah, the game is coming out in like what, 3 weeks? No, wait, let me see. I think the game is, let's see, 1, 2, 3 weeks technically. Yeah, 3 weeks, something, I don't know. But yeah, we're getting closer. We're actually closer to the game that we've ever been. And so far, no delays. We're good. They have a nice T-wire. So I'm guessing everything should be okay, huh? Still an hour, yeah, actually 52 minutes and 7 seconds officially on the website. 3 people from Texas dislike fake Texan. I cannot really grasp how people even thought I was from Texas. Like, I don't even have the accent. But I don't know. That's crazy. I mean, I understand if people think I'm from Russia. I mean, accent and all of that, but still. These 3 weeks feel like 3 years. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've been waiting for this game for a very long time. And I get, you know, it can, these last couple of weeks are gonna be long. But I don't know, when I just spend doing time making videos, it just flies through. LKM, who are you interested in romancing? Well, I'm not big on romance in video games, but I don't know, because CDPR kinda implemented this whole system, you know, blah blah blah. I think I will go for it, but I don't know. Judy, you know, Judy is a default option for a lot of people. I don't know, we'll see. I want to see all of the options first. I want to see what the game has to offer. But yeah. What's my favorite 2077 vehicle? Probably Quadra Turbo R. The FPS Russia. Actually, the thing. Oh, Axios, thank you so much. Where is your cowboy hat, Mr. Texas? Thank you so much for your donation, man. Thank you so much. Wait, you're not the mod here, man? Wait, this is my mod on Discord. Wait, let me see. I was actually, yeah, the FPS Russia. I had no idea. I legit thought. Like, I legit thought FPS Russia, the guy actually was from Russia living in the States. I had no clue. But I was really young when I was watching that, so he managed to fool even, like, us. Because sometimes you're gonna recognize, like, the fake accent, but he was good. He was great. Yeah. One thing I liked about the first night's TYR is during this countdown they posted some screenshots. It's not happening right now. I think that's great actually to just link my Discord. My Discord is actually in the description. I think I updated. So the song, I do apologize for the title, it didn't load properly. So the song is called Burning Room Loving Caliber. That's the name of the song. Quadro Type 6. Yeah, there's a lot of there is that vehicle, I forgot the name right now, but it looks like a Bugatti. That looks cool, but I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, I know, he got into federal jail. Yeah, I saw that. I actually saw some podcasts after. I didn't even know he was in jail. That was insane, like, I don't know. I brought sword. Thank you so much for your donation. My best friend is Bosnian and he lives in Dallas. Coincidence? I think not. Oh boy. Well, I believe that there is a lot of Bosnians in St. Louis. It seems in Dallas as well. I believe in Houston. But we'll see. Will I talk through NCV? I will talk through NCV when I get a chance. I don't. If there is something, if someone is talking, I don't talk over them. That's the thing. I mean, I can say a thing or two, but I'm not going to spam too much once NCV begins, because what's the point of me talking over the gameplay? I mean, we can do that after it's done. I can talk a little bit, but not too much. I mean, I don't like when people talk too much over gameplay when there is dialogue and when there is stuff. I don't know. Oh man. When is the PS5 release? Didn't that come out already? I believe they started shipping in Bosnia today. Today, yeah. Today. No, I didn't get my PS5 yet. I first have to get 3080, and then I'm going to go for a PlayStation 5. It's still, I don't know, it's still a bit difficult to get it here in Bosnia. I'll probably go and just buy off of Amazon and try to ship it to Bosnia because it's cheaper. It's a lot more cheaper than actually, you know. Welcome people like Texas a lot, yeah, true. Favorite samurai song so far? Never Fade Away. Never Fade Away. I don't know. There's also, I mean, chipping in. It's like the first, I believe, which came out. But I don't know. Never Fade Away. It's just a good thing. It's a good tune. Do you think we can use toys from the sex shop as weapons? I mean, that would be cool. Imagine that. You go into a shop, get a big ass, and then you just I don't know. I think which game did that? San Andreas and Saints Row, I believe. How old am I? I'm gonna be 25 on December 1st, so very soon. I will have a birthday stream. Honestly, before the game was delayed again, I actually planned to do a Cyberpunk birthday stream and all of that, and then the game was delayed to 10th, and I was like, well, we can just have a normal stream, in a sense. Called Focha? Yeah, I know about that town, man. Yeah. My god, there is a lot. Yeah. So if your messages are not appearing, I do apologize. YouTube tends to get messages. It flags them for some reason. I mean, they have just a normal word, but yeah, I don't know. 25? You're a pup. Now I feel old. Yeah, people think I'm older. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna be 25. I'm quite young. I believe I'm actually the youngest in the podcast group. I believe so. I actually thought Neon was younger than me, but no. No. I'm younger than Neon. Night's Tea Wire starts in 45 minutes, yeah. Honestly, I was thinking of going to the States for a bit, you know? But after all of this thing ends that I cannot talk about on YouTube, but when that ends, we'll probably do a tour or something. I don't know, I always kind of had a wish to go to US. Just hit 30 this year. You look like 30, yeah. Yeah, I look older. I don't know. Well, you're mature. Well, I had to be. Oh yeah, James Bond game. Yeah, I think, actually, IO Interactive, I think they're perfect for that game. It's gonna be interesting to see what that game is gonna look like. Not bad, Jay. Thank you so much for your donation. Good morning from Australia. I'm so excited for Cyberpunk. Good morning to Australia, my friend. Good morning to Australia. I really do expect NCV5 to be big. I expect a lot of things to be shown. We'll see. I'm still not sure in the running time. I believe 25 minutes. If we judge the previous ones, but we'll see. Maybe they have a longer one. Trevor, thank you so much for your donation. When does the stream start? So yeah, the stream starts soon. So 43 minutes. And again, I do apologize about the background sounds. Those are gonna be done really well. I mean, soon. Yeah, 42 minutes. Is Cybertruck going to feature in the game? It would be cool. I know that Elon and CDPR would probably love to have that Cybertruck in the game. And I'm sure either as an Easter egg, I doubt that we're gonna be able to drive a Cybertruck in the game. I don't know, we have a Porsche. A Porsche, yeah. But I don't know. It would be really cool if we could have a Cybertruck. Either that, or maybe we're going to see something on a scrapyard which looks like a Cybertruck. I don't know. Yeah, there will be a show, a post show with Paweł Sasko. We're actually going to watch that. I believe I can watch that. That's official. Right? That's official. So yeah, I will watch that post show. Yeah. I see no reason why. 18 truck. Free marketing? Yeah, I think the business model on Cybertruck, I guess they have pre-orders. I don't know if those pre-orders are done. So I guess they're going to make like the Cybertrucks that were pre-ordered. I don't know. I mean, obviously that's gonna go for sale one day. Like, obviously. Your thoughts on the PC version? I mean, the PC version, I don't really have fears about that or anything, because, you know, it's PC. We saw the system requirements, and they're a lot like the minimum system requirements. I honestly had no clue it's gonna be like that, especially because of the gameplay we had seen beforehand and how beautiful the city looked. And when they said like no loading screen, I was like, okay, yeah. But thing is, an SSD is a must. An SSD is definitely a must-have if you want to run the game on high settings and whatever, highest settings, because yeah. Not bad, Jay, thank you so much for another donation. You were the first YouTuber for me to donate to. No regrets, love the videos. Oh my god. You know, that's always insane when people say like, you're the first that I donated to. It's like, thank you, man, thank you. I feel, wow. Yeah. My friend is actually getting a PS5. I think he's gonna get that delivered tomorrow. But yeah, I'll be getting it soon. I mean, they don't really run out of consoles here that much, because yeah, people buy them, but people don't buy them that much, you know. Thoughts on Cyberpunk running on PlayStation 4? Well, I hope, well, no need to hope, they said it. Marcin Momot, who is the global community lead at CD Projekt, said that the PlayStation 4 gameplay is coming before release. So if it's not on this Night City Wire, they're going to have a surprise stream like they had with the Xbox One. So I don't know. It's good to watch out for future streams because they do these. Davidson, no, you're the best, my friend. You're the best. Who do I look like? Jan Oblak. I know that name. Just give me a sec. I need to buy a different keyboard. Oh, Slovenian. Oh my god. Holy, yeah. I do look like that guy. Yeah, I heard about him. He's a goalkeeper. That's insane. Jan Oblak in Cyberpunk. Oh my god. I forgot to shave, guys. Do apologize for that. VR for Cyberpunk. Well, regarding VR, they didn't say much about VR. Obviously, I'm sure that they would love to have VR support in that sense, but in the future, maybe, because it would be an extremely cool thing to be able to use VR in this game. You know, I mean, no need to even have like the full motion controls, because that takes time to make. But at least if we can have the this can be great. Will you try to make yourself in Cyberpunk? We'll see. I don't really create a version of me. Maybe something similar, but we'll see. We'll see the options. Like the options we had seen so far, they look great, and I do wonder what people are going to make. I'll be sure to organize some like some videos or streams where I react to people and their characters. So we'll make it so like you take a photo or a video of your character, maybe your vehicle inside Night City, and then we rate it. I don't know, we can have that. That looks cool. Man, not bad, Jay. Thank you so much for another donation. You're breathtaking. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Thank you. No need to donate that much, my friend, please. Should grow a goatee? Nah. I don't know. I just have the same default beard, so it's just me like trimming it out, and that's about it. Make Ryan Gosling your stream on launch day. My god. And this chat is so small, like, I don't... YouTube makes this the worst chat in history. Like, seriously. Like, it's so hard to read messages, because you start reading a message, and what happens is that it just goes away. And it's stupid. Will you be getting a review copy? That's not up to me. That's not up to me to decide, my friend. Yeah, thank you all for coming. Exotalis fans here? Oh my god. Like, Exotalis is amazing. I'm so surprised, like, cause I go to his channel, I actually watch his videos a lot. I mean, he's a great Witcher YouTuber, and I'm like surprised. How do you, like, the man finds everything in the game, and I'm like, how? So yeah, it's always cool when you see people finding stuff in The Witcher years after that game came out. What's my name? Damir. It's Damir. If you translate that, it means give peace. Damir. Give peace. There's no resizable pop-out chat. There is. I can pop it out and then the chat disconnects. So it's beautiful. I mean, I gotta give props to YouTube for one thing. They finally made streaming actually nice. So I can easily create multiple streams, start the stream that I want to stream. Before it was terrible. Another donation, man, what the... Thank you. I mean, please don't. Thank you, man. Thank you. You're a peacemaker. Damn it. Oh, it starts in 34 minutes, my friends. How many people do we have? 1.3k. Are PC recommended specs for 60 FPS? I believe yes. I believe that 60 FPS is now a standard, pretty much. So yeah. LastKnownMeal, do you think ray tracing is worth it, or 60 FPS on consoles? Well, to be honest, if I would switch it. Like, sometimes if I just want to admire the city or do something like that, I would turn on ray tracing, because then, you know, if you can go through the game in 30 FPS. But if you want 60 maybe for gunfights and maybe important missions, then kind of switch that. I don't know. The optimum would be that to have ray tracing in 60 FPS, but it is what it is, sadly. It is what it is. Yeah. Also, MadQueen is not going to be streaming this time, so let's all go and please wish her, send her positive vibes, please. She sadly had to cancel her stream. Ted B, thank you so much for joining, man. Thank you so much. We have a new member, folks. Dimebag. Yeah, I actually did watch that. Yeah. Yeah, it's a classic. It's a classic show. Don't try my name. Here is some money for a race. Balash. Is it Balash? Balas or Balash in that sense. Thank you so much for your donation. I hope that's how you pronounce. Now, Balash Zakani? I don't know. The last name, I think I got your first name. Yeah, which life path are you guys choosing first? I'm gonna go with Street Kid, then a Nomad, then a Corpo. But also, I will be doing a 24-hour stream. I don't know if I will do it on day 1 or day 2 of Cyberpunk, because I'm not sure when Cyberpunk is going to drop, exactly at what time. But there is going to be a 24-hour stream. So yeah, I mean, obviously I know spoilers and all of that. It's basically for people who don't care too much about it. But yeah. Maxim Lavier, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you for everything. Hi from Quebec, Canada. Man, thank you for watching and for your donation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me just... I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to miss... Where can I get an autograph? You want an autograph from me? Kalenko, my friend. Welcome. Welcome, Kalenko, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Wait, wasn't there... What? I saw Roach. Thank you so much for your donation. Every time I scroll to the donation, the chat just goes away. Okay, 31 minutes until start of NCV. What is it one thing you really want in Cyberpunk? Maybe a weapon or clothes? A weapon. I don't know. It would be cool if we could have the same silver hand as Johnny. If there was a skin or something special. That you can have the same skin that he has, like the same design of the arm. That would be cool. If there is one thing I want from this game, it's that. Yeah. Let me see. A lot of corpos. Here's money for a razor. Yeah, I will shave, guys. I will shave. I will shave. Not bad shave. Okay, last one, but never stop making content that we love. Thank you, man, so much. No, I won't. I will continue to make content. As soon as the game comes out, I'll start making more, because I finally have gameplay and I can plan things out. So that means streaming, making videos like walkthroughs, streaming walkthroughs, whatever. I think streaming is probably something really cool now on YouTube, and I love streaming. And I can finally stream on YouTube properly, so I will do that. Guides, hidden items, lore especially. Because I will have the photo mode, which is going to allow me to make that cinematic stuff for that lore. Because that's how I covered lore in The Witcher. No shave November. I shaved 3 days ago. But I never shave fully, never. No, it's not that I will shave because someone wants me to shave. It's I don't really shave it. I just trimmed the beard. I never shave it. I didn't shave my beards for what is this now? 6 years. Yeah, I just like it to be tidy, and I don't like huge beard because I cannot. It's too much work. It's way too much work. I want Desert Eagle in the game. I'm sure that there is going to be a variable of the Desert Eagle in the game. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Thank you so much, Bailash. I think everyone should start as a nomad since we are all aliens in Night City. Like the nomads. Yeah, nomad, I think... I need to make a poll. I need to make a poll. To see like which life path is gonna be the most played. By the way, let me see this. Where is your content gonna go after Cyberpunk? Well, after the game comes out, more Cyberpunk. Because obviously there is going to be a lot to cover. And, you know, this was basically just a... warming up for the real deal. It's just warming up. Lore videos are gonna be... Yeah, lore videos are gonna be great. Yeah, I'll have a lot of them, don't worry. I have a lot of plans, like something to really, like move to another level. So it's coming. I had one thing in mind, but 2020 happened and I couldn't do it. Do we have a streamer mode in the game? Bear looking good. I love the content, bro. Keep it up. Thank you so much. I'm sure that there is going to be a streamer mode because YouTube doesn't like one nude person and your stream is down. We saw that when we were actually streaming the podcast, and there was a male bot for what, 1-2 seconds, and they took down the stream. So I don't know. It's always iffy. Twitch is much more relaxed at that, and yeah. The new content will be after December 10th. Corpo has all the high power weapons, should start there. Not really. I mean, this is not a spoiler, but you are a Corpo, but you're not on top when you start. It makes sense that you're not on top. And technically you are Arasaka counterintelligence, so yeah, you're a Corpo, but you're not, I don't know, some high ranking person, a boss or anything. Enrique Pastor, thank you so much for your donation. Hi man, we will have some aliens or UFOs in the game. Well, Rage Bartmos, the most famous netrunner, said that there are aliens in the net. But we'll see. It's just like an Easter egg in Cyberpunk pen and paper game. Watch Dogs Legion? Yeah, I saw the reviews. Kinda sad, honestly. I was looking forward to that game. I mean, it's okay, but it's nothing special. Yes, Ani John, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, my friend. It's just YouTube being YouTube. Turtle, thank you so much for your donation. With love from India. Hello to India. I actually have a lot of people from India that watch my content. Thank you so much. Let's destroy that like button. Pozdrav za Sarajevo. There's a lot of Bosnians here. Wow. Am I late to the Night City stream? No, 25 more minutes. I'm just gonna quickly check up on that. Yeah, 25 minutes, 44 seconds, boys. We're almost there, boys and girls. What's my favorite gang? I like the Maelstrom because they're just kind of cool. Valentinos are probably the one with most style that I just cannot wait to get, like, their clothes. I don't know, Tiger Claws, I would just get the clothes. I don't know, Valentinos probably, yeah. Definitely Valentinos. But the Maelstrom, they're like one of the coolest, I don't know. Hello from Poland, hello to Poland. Am I Polish? No, I am Bosnian, my friend. Love from Lebanon, hello my friend. Will there be any chance to fly in Night City? No, not as of right now. They didn't do it. They're keeping the game. They're keeping a game on the ground. You will have missions that are gonna be, you know, flying around, etc. But you're not gonna be able to control that. My favorite car, as I said, Quadra Turbo R. I want Ozob outfit. Yeah, Ozob is, damn, Ozob is cool. Not bad, Shay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow, what an absolute legend. What an absolute legend. Where do you watch the Night City Wire? I will watch the Night City Wire via Twitch. I mean, I will stream it off Twitch. I want Mantis Blade. Why do I want to play as Street Kid first? Because, I don't know, it's really cool. That's first. Second of all, I don't know, you immediately start in the city. It's already kind of the street level, gang level. And I kind of like that because, you know, it gives you that classic cyberpunk experience, you know. Every single, I guess, life path gives you its own experience, yeah. Jan, thank you so much for your donation. Love from South Africa. Wow. Wow. From South Africa. Enjoying the content. You think GTX 1650 will be able to run medium settings? I believe you're gonna be good. I believe you're gonna be good, my friend. Have I posted the poll yet? Not yet. I don't think I will post the poll yet. Vazeletsky, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you for your vids. Favorite scene from The Witcher 3? I think when you find Ciri, it's such a good scene, emotional. There is also one with You know, Vesemir in the end, without spoiling stuff, that's also, that was a good scene. That, like, they were really good scenes. Emotional. Percival, thank you so much for your donation. Hey, what is your personal opinion about Cyberpunk 2077? And what are you most hype about? Hello from Finland. Hello to Finland, my friend. So, my favorite thing is definitely the city itself. Just walking around. I cannot wait to actually just get into the city and just take it all in. That's my favorite thing, because Night City is the core, it's the heart of Cyberpunk. So, or at least of this Cyberpunk universe. So that's one thing. But yeah, my personal opinion about Cyberpunk, I'm looking forward to the game. I mean, the whole channel is about it. Yeah. Also, I do have an Instagram. I'm gonna start posting after Night City Wire. So on Instagram, go to LastKnownMeal. You can see the same image. So you can go follow me there if you want, please. I don't know, I thought, like, I didn't have Instagram before, but I think that's gonna be a nice way to share images, like I don't know, street photography from, you know, inside the game, from inside, you know, Cyberpunk. So I will post that on my Instagram once the game is out, obviously. So yeah. Let me see. Kalenko, am I going to watch the post show? I believe so. Yes. Terror, thank you so much for your donation. Hot take. We get some hints at Morgan Blackhand today during Johnny's segment. Oof, man. If we get some Morgan Blackhand segments, that's gonna be great. To be honest, I would love that. I would absolutely love that. I mean, they have Adam Smasher. I see no reason not to have Morgan Blackhand. Wolfie Studios, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you so much. I wish YouTube actually showed me every single donation. It doesn't show donations when they have a... So I have to find it like this, but yeah. Wow, Ted B. Thank you so much for your $20 donation. Thank you so much. The watch is the Fossil. I don't know the exact name of the watch. It's a Fossil. I don't like too expensive watches. It's just normal price. I don't like when there is gold around, and I would never pay that money, nor I have money for that. My God, but yeah, I love Fossils. Fossil is probably my favorite watch company. I like the design. I have 2 Fossil watches. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for $20. Who else is afraid of another delay? Honestly, man, we're the closest that we've ever been to Cyberpunk. They have a Night City Wire. I don't know. I doubt it. I really doubt it. This would be like, yeah, this would be bad if it's delayed again. It would be really, really bad. I would understand it, but it would be bad. Because they cannot, as I said, they cannot slice up release date 21 days, then 21 days, then 21 days. If they wanted to delay for longer, they would have done it already, because every time you delay, all sorts of problems. You have to talk with investors. You have to post that yellow sign. I swear to God, if I ever see that yellow sign again. Why is my name LastKnownMeal? It's completely random. Like, seriously, it's completely random. I am not Russian. Thank you, Cosmic Gaming. Thank you. Thank you. It was a gift, actually. Which style is my favorite? I don't know. First it was like neo-militarism, and then neo-kitsch. I don't know. Neo-militarism, neo-kitsch in a sense. We'll see. Because I'm still thinking like what sort of outfits and armors we can have. Yeah. Yellow color is really scary. Yellow, like... I need to play the music again. Here is some yellow color, my friend. Imagine I just do a transition and they have a message over here like, yeah, Cyberpunk is delayed. Oh my God. Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you so much. We almost have 2,000 people. What the Guys, what the? Man, I remember the first time I went live for a show, it was for the 2018 E3 when Cyberpunk was actually revealed for the first time properly. I think at that time I had like maybe 5k viewers at one time. Man, that was a scary experience. That was a really scary experience. I do apologize if I missed something, and I do apologize if I missed some questions. I really want to answer every single one, but thank you so much for your donations, Silent Ender 99. I can't wait to see this. Hope they show more customization. Yeah. Hopefully they go through them. A playable demo is the only acceptable delay form at this point. Yeah. That actually making a demo is really difficult for a game of this size, and to put it out and to, I mean, yeah. Well, we'll see. Will I do a walkthrough? Yes, immediately, like when the game comes out, and then properly. So on the 24-hour stream, people will decide which life path I'm going to play. There is going to be a poll when I start playing it, so people will decide what I go in. Emo drop on official Twitch. It's Silverhand, right? The like this. Love the content. Can't wait for Cyberpunk. Thank you so much. The game looks so damn good, even on Xbox One X. I was surprised. Well, I mean, one thing which you can immediately see is frame rate, but I mean, I expect the game to have some frame rate drops in some areas. It's quite normal for now. So should we call PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X now current gen consoles technically? And PlayStation 4 and Xbox One are currently previous gen? Last gen? It's a new emote, wow. They have a new emote. I want to see your setup. This one, I'll make it. I'll do it one day. Am I playing on PC? Yes, I will be playing on PC. Also PlayStation, but primarily when I'm streaming and all of that, I'll be playing on PC because PC is my main platform. I don't know. I do have a PlayStation 4 right there, but I only play exclusives there. If I cannot get the game on PC, I'll buy it for PlayStation and play it. Will they show extended version of that dinner trailer? I actually believe that was a short one. Maybe we didn't see anything in that sense. Adarsh, yes. Yes, we saw it. Level 100 boss, thank you so much for your donation. Really hoping for an Adam Smasher romance. Ooh, good luck with that, my friend. Whoa, Neon Cyber Samurai, thank you so much. Pizza on me. Thank you, man. Thank you. I'll be sure to eat a pizza. Your name. Thank you. Last known. Yeah, for a more laid-back experience, I prefer controller. For this, I prefer keyboard and mouse. But I think I will put, I think I will use a controller to actually drive in the game, because I don't like driving with keyboard. It's better to drive with a controller. So even like when I'm playing on a PC, I mix controller and keyboard and mouse. What specs am I running right now? I'm running i7 7700, 16 gigs of RAM, and 1070. But I'll be getting 3080. Hopefully, if they're back in stock. Because I mean, I can buy them right now, but they are expensive, more expensive than the usual price, because they are reselling it here. So that's just sad. That's just sad. Favorite district? Westbrook. What is my favorite food? I don't know. Pizza? No, I like chicken a lot. I don't know. It's starting in 12 minutes. So very soon we're gonna be tuning in into Night City Wire 5, ladies and gentlemen. Excited to see what we have to excited to see what they're actually going to show. Yeah. I actually like to make food myself. I love making food. How do you think 1080 Ti will perform? Honestly, really good. Without RTX obviously, but 1080 Ti will run this game without any special issues, trust me. Have I secured my PS5? Not yet. It's not really a problem, too much to get it here, just waiting to properly get it. But first, graphics card, man. Graphics card is first. I'm so hyped, I'm waiting for 3 years. Love you, man. Your videos are very informative and you cover literally everything. There's a lot more we're going to cover, especially characters. I didn't focus too much on characters because I just don't have the gameplay. So obviously I will start talking more about yeah. Your camera blurs randomly? Yeah. Yeah, I also need to get that. Let me just do this quickly. Should I? Wait. Let me do this. Let me just do this. There we go. It should be better now. Should be better now. Oh my god, not bad, Jay. What the? This guy's Can we get hearts in the chat, please? Thank you, man. Thank you again. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much for another donation. I feel bad, man. Please. I don't know. It's like I'm humbled that people donate, but thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, 10 more minutes, folks. 10 more minutes and we're in. I actually managed to get the haircut before, you know, things escalate again with this thing outside. So we'll see. Thank you, people. Thank you all. Thank you. This is honestly insane. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Okay, 9 more minutes. 9 more minutes until we embark onto Night City Wire. Wait. Can my PC run the game with... No, your PC cannot run the game with the best hardware there is out there in the market. I would be surprised if you weren't able to run 5 instances of this game at the same time. Thank you all. Hey man, I think I saw third person. No man, the only third person you will get is probably as a mod. And that's about it. But I'm sure like people are already thinking about modding the game in third person. I'm already thinking that probably people are planning it. So I wouldn't be surprised if you get really fast. Should do a guide video on how to romance Judy. Well, I have to play through the game first. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you. Do you think... Wow. Do you think the ninja in the no save point video could be Oda? I thought about that, but Oda has a different mask. Maybe he changed the mask. There is a lot of potential it could be Oda, but we don't know right now. Just because the t-shirt that he had is different. The mask that he had on that t-shirt is different. Underlord, thank you so much for your donation. Hey, got a question. How do you think multiplayer is going to be? Greetings from Chile. Well, they just, the creative director is on board. I don't know what is gonna be. Whatever it is, it needs to have some sort of a progression system. We'll see what they do with maps. To really capture the feeling of pen and paper RPG, it's technically people against a game master or some form of co-op. I don't know. Like right now, it's just speculation. We have zero information about it so far. We can make some assumptions, um, based on, I don't know, like what Cyberpunk is, but they said they want to keep it in the spirit of Cyberpunk. Yes, I do know about the new James Bond project. I'm actually excited. You know what? I'm going to rewatch, because Christmas is coming on, all of that. I love to rewatch old movies, so I'll rewatch Die Hard, I'll rewatch Home Alone, and I'll rewatch James Bond movies. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if it's gonna be like GT Online, man. I don't know that. Hello from Poland. Hello, my friend. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Do you think influencers will start getting the game soon for early gameplay and coverage? I don't know. I think, you know, I think there were some rumors that people are getting it, but I don't know. I am really not sure, my friend. May you describe the look you're going to go in for Cyberpunk? I don't know, like, I want to see all of the options. I'll definitely go with something crazy, because that's the whole point of Cyberpunk, going over the top, so we'll see. Marcus, thank you so much for your donation. Super hype, let's hope damn game releases on December 10th. I actually believe so as well that it will. We're getting closer now, like, you know, day passes. Delaying now, no, it would... A lot of people would be really, really angry. A lot of people, and then, oof, the investors and all of that. Oof. 6 minutes. Yep. Don't worry. I'm gonna tune in very soon. Man, time flies. Like, honestly, time flies when I'm online. That's why I don't think 24-hour stream with Cyberpunk is gonna be a huge issue. We're gonna be playing Cyberpunk after all, so. What keyboard and mouse do I use? I use the Logitech G305, and for keyboard, this is some, I don't know, old keyboard, but I'll be getting the new Logitech wireless keyboard. I love it. I love how it looks. Like, really, did you see that? It's an older keyboard, but it's really, really good. I love wireless stuff. I love it. And I don't play CS anymore that I need like perfect click-through rate and speed and all of that, so yeah. Hello from South USA, glad I found your channel. Hello, thank you for coming. What's my favorite weapon in Cyberpunk? Oh man, you're asking too early. I actually like the look of Ajax, the new rifle. I think that was an SMG that we had seen in the latest gameplay, Ajax rifle. That rifle looks cool, not gonna lie, that looks cool. What am I drinking? This is some pro sport stuff that's good because it has some things in it. Vitamins and all of that. I don't drink this too much, but it's like, but I also have this is a natural juice. This is 100% natural juice. I love that. I love natural stuff. I don't take too much sugar into me. I don't like too much sugar. Let me see this. I want to see. Okay, that's good. Oh, stream is good, guys, right? All right, I'm gonna be changing this thing up now. Okay. Those frame drops, they're not me. They're YouTube. That's just YouTube being YouTube. Everything is good on my end, but for some reason, YouTube does something to the stream. It cannot properly receive bitrate, and it does something to it. That's not me. YouTube is still not the best for streaming. I keep telling people that, and people for some reason don't believe me. YouTube is really bad for streaming. Now it's getting better, it's getting somewhere, but it's far from being perfect. It's far from being actually good. Yeah, those stutters which happen, that's entirely YouTube, and that's on their fault. Yep, I am actually following right now, and as soon as the stream starts, we're gonna be getting into it, ladies and gentlemen. The hype is gonna ruin this game for so many people. That's why you keep your hype at a normal level. And I think we passed 2,000 people. Hello everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. That's why it's important to control hype. I love how this game looks, but I keep my hype at a normal rate. I know what to expect. And I believe that's the most important thing for people, is to know what to expect from the game. Vito, I'm from Bosnia, my friend. How well will it run on 2060? Good. Good, yeah. What's my favorite drink? I don't know. Pepsi. I believe it's Pepsi. I don't live alone. I live in a... It's different here. I live in a house, but it's a house with different floors. So technically I'm alone. But I'm with different people, with mom and grandma on a different floor. But yeah, it's a normal thing here actually to have a bigger house, but to have different floors where people live. Not bad, Jay. Come on, man. Not long now. Thank you. Like, what an absolute MVP. And to everyone who donated, seriously, like, thank you so much. It really does help the channel. Yeah. I'm quiet. Am I too quiet? I can fix that, my friend. Don't worry. I don't want to be too loud. I don't want to start peaking. Lives in a mega building in Bosnia. We actually have, like, in the middle of our city, we have a huge hotel. And, like, let me just turn this off. We have a huge, like, sky, not even a sky, that cannot be a skyscraper, but we have a really, really tall building in the middle of our city. And every other building is not far from being that long and huge. So it's like a massive mega building in the middle of our city. It actually looks like a mega building. It's insane. Yo, 25 seconds. Let's get this show on the road. Okay, I'm gonna... I never understood why this sound. I'm gonna be doing the stream on here, YouTube. All right, let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much, Zaitobit. Thank you so much. All right, let's do this, folks. Let's do this.
You don't believe in no fate. Every day digging the grave. Stepping up here with the stakes. City of dreams, city of...
Hello and welcome to Night City Wire episode 5, the show from us at CD Projekt Red, where we talk about all things Cyberpunk 2077. Now we're going to start today's episode with a new trailer that will take a closer look at Johnny Silverhand, before we go behind the scenes with Keanu Reeves and have a chat to English adaptation director Boris, who will tell us exactly what it was like to work with him. Then we'll be exploring the original score and talking about some of the radio stations you might listen to while driving around Night City. Before we take a look at the Jali technology, which is powering facial animation in Cyberpunk, and unveil a new My Reward scheme, which anyone can take part in, no matter which platform you'll be playing Cyberpunk on. We'll then wrap up today's episode with a brand new gameplay trailer. It's a busy episode, and it will be our final episode of Night City Wire before the game launches on December 10th. So, let's get going.
Nice! Boris is amazing, by the way. Remember that person. He's amazing. Alright, let's see. Let's look.
Where'd you even come from? How are we even talking? Gotta get out of here, understand? And I'll kill anyone who gets in my way.
You weren't dreaming, V. Those were memories. You two are connected in a way I can't make head or tail of.
Who? Me and who, Vic?
Silverhand. Johnny Silverhand. Real talk of the town back in my day.
He died, like, forever ago.
You need to say there's an actual terrorist in my head. Right now.
He burned down half the city just to prove he was right. And burned the other half just for fun.
What do you want from me? Destroy Arasaka. I don't even know what that means.
Do whatever it takes to stop him, defeat him, gut him.
He already tried to take over your body. You know, just for a little while.
Hear me, asshole? A bullet to the fucking brain. Get out! Just get the fuck out!
Wow.
Tell me how to get rid of it.
You don't have much time left.
You're a dick, you know?
And you're a cunt. Maybe we'll fit together after all.
Oh, we saw.
Sometimes we like to share things with you, and other times we like to keep secrets, and it can be worth it for that big reveal. Pretty sure nobody was expecting to see Keanu Reeves on stage at E3 2019. So let's go behind the scenes to see how Keanu Reeves brought rocker boy Johnny Silverhand to life. You could say it's breathtaking.
Cyberpunk 2077, Johnny Silverhand. I've had the opportunity to do voiceover a few times. I'd worked on a cartoon. I had done some documentaries. I'd never done this much. You know you don't gotta speak out loud to talk to me. And I've processed some shit. Changed my mind. Don't want you dead anymore. You know, and got to play a character in so many kind of different ways because of different paths or threads or choices. So you almost get to play one moment, say you have a decision. Would you take a bullet for it? With 3 different behavioral attitudes. So that was fun. You know, Johnny's either a dick, or he's happy, or he's trying to convince. Know why? Because you've always been a fucking pussy, Carrie. So it's been fun, and that was kind of what I was interested in. You know, the different options that the game could play. You know, playing the same person, but with different versions of them. Motion capture, baby. Johnny Silverhand. So one of the first elements that I was involved in with the game was motion capture. I've done a fair bit of motion capture. I did it with in the Matrix films. So to start doing the motion capture for Johnny, it was all very familiar to me. The only difference, I think, technologically was how close they were going to real-time review. But creatively, it was very familiar in the sense of starting a library of gesture and the toolbox, let's say, for the animators to work with for the character. So you get to see Johnny as the rock star. You know, you hear about his military past, you know, and he's fighting for his survival. So he's kind of got all of these things leading into the moment of this guy. It's really a kind of an interpretation, because I think there's a Johnny Silverhand in all of us. He's got a lot of energy. He's got a good sense of humor, if not a little dark at times. He's very passionate. He cares. You know, he's kind of naive, but he's also super experienced in life. He's got certainly an appetite for life. Damn. No, you're wrong.
He wants to change the world, you know? He has a cause that he wants to fight against the corpocracy.
Come on. Don't tell me you're not interested.
He's kind of looking for a different kind of freedom.
Corps have long controlled our lives, taken lots. And now they're after our souls.
At least I believed in something bigger.
At least I had a cause.
What CD Projekt Red has shared with me in the way that they talk about the game and what I've seen is that it's got a lot of freedom. There's so many different paths that you can play the game on. But it's not just quests of paths. It's like, who are you? How do you want to play the character?
If I gotta kill, I'll kill. If I need your body, I'll fucking take it. You can go into action, you can go into mystery, you can problem solve in different ways. And where you go in this world, there's so much detail, there's so many different things that you can go off into that are really interesting and fun. There's a real drama to the game and emotional stakes to it. And then there's lighter sides to it. And of course, the music, production design, technologically, how cutting edge it is. I don't think there'll be a game that looks like this. Yeah, it's intense.
I take the driver, you get his cyber.
Bye-bye.
Who was that for a sec? Was that Adam?
Before we get into what it was like to actually
Damn.
work with Keanu Reeves, was it always him that you imagined as Johnny Silverhand? Was there anybody else that you ever considered having for the role?
Yeah, Holly, it was a long, arduous, extended process to imagine what Johnny Silverhand is supposed to look like, what he's supposed to sound like, what he's supposed to act like. Everybody and their great-grandmother seemed to have an idea. And the process actually involved a lot of people. The game director, character artists, writers, marketing staff. I could go on. You know, we cast a pretty broad net initially. We considered actors. We considered enlisting actual rock stars, you know, band frontmen to play the role. At one point, we even toyed with the idea of taking and reviving a recently deceased, longtime luminary of the recording industry. Now, some might say that it was a pipe dream to assume that we could do that, technologically or otherwise. Well, I'll see you that pipe dream and raise you another, because one could easily say that it was a pipe dream to assume that we could successfully pitch to and ultimately enlist Keanu Reeves to play the role.
Now, I'm sure this is on everybody's mind right now, but what was it actually like to work with Keanu Reeves? Because even he said in the video, this was like nothing he'd ever done before.
A question that I'm sure anybody who gets to work with Keanu has to answer, and I get where it comes from. Keanu is a consummate professional. When he's at work, he's at work. He's completely and utterly focused. To that work, he brings his talent, he brings his art, his technical skill, and overwhelming charm. And yes, the scale and the complexity were and are dazzling. Non-linearities, the variation in attitude, mood, emotion that are required to achieve them, they can be difficult to get your head around. And if you take all of Johnny Silverhand's bits, you know, his screen time, it's like doing the equivalent of many, many feature film roles put together. And we covered all that in a handful of mocap sessions and under 24 VO recording sessions of 4 to 6 hours each. And that took focus, it took control, it took dedication, all of which Keanu provided in heaps.
So tell us a little bit more about the character of Johnny Silverhand and why he's important to the story, but also why it's important to have him played by like such a powerful personality.
Okay, how do I do this without spoiling too much for gamers? In the broadest sense, I'd say Johnny Silverhand is a co-protagonist of the game rather than a sidekick. I mean, there are buddy bits in the game, but in the end, Johnny has an agenda and he pursues it. And V has an agenda and has to pursue that. And to get things done, V and Johnny have to work together. Some of the things they do are V's and some of the things they do are Johnny's, and some of them are important to both of them. That bonds gamers, I think, to both characters. Both characters' agendas become equally important. Both characters' continued existence becomes equally important. For any gamer or viewer or reader, what you have to do is create that bond between them and the protagonist or protagonists. You have to make those characters understandable to them, likable to them, lovable to them. With that understanding, even when they do something not entirely admirable or say something reprehensible, you stay committed, you stay involved, you stay bonded to them. And there's no denying casting a powerful personality, somebody who exudes charm by the truckload, helps to further all that.
So Boris, can you tell us, like, what does Keanu bring to Johnny Silverhand?
What Keanu brings to Johnny Silverhand is nothing more and nothing less than Keanu. I could parse that into a string of adjectives, but I kind of think that would be borderline insulting because it wouldn't begin to do him justice. To anybody who's seen the applicable movies, Neo is Keanu, Keanu is Neo. John Wick is Keanu, Keanu is John Wick. John Constantine, Johnny Mnemonic, Jonathan Harker, Johnny Utah, they're all Keanu. And to anyone who will play Cyberpunk 2077, Johnny Silverhand will be Keanu. To my mind, at least, star power is a fact and an important factor for broad sections of the audience out there.
So can you give us more information about the process of motion capture, right? Because we saw you in the video, you know, doing some of it, but really, how does it work?
But I wish I could, Holly, but I'm really no mocap expert, and I can basically tell you what the day looked like, what the process looked like to me. To me, it was a fine day in LA, and I put on a wonky-looking bodysuit with globules all over it, and I put on the head cam, and then we proceeded to block and then play out scenes between V and Johnny, and we did it over and over and over again. As we did that, I must have poked Johnny in the chest hundreds of times, and I must have yelled "fuck off" at Johnny 35 times, you know. Well, I never expected to be doing any of that. No, I never imagined I'd be doing any of that.
Imagine that, dude.
Well, Boris, thank you so much for joining us. Your voice in the studio is quite iconic. So whenever I talk to you, I feel like I'm in a trailer. It's amazing.
It's not all that. It's not all that, Holly. Thank you.
Yes, he's from the gameplay videos.
Soviet-era synthesizers to body heat radio. It's time to explore the original score and just some of the radio stations you'll be listening to when you're driving around Night City.
Nice. Hey. Let's see the music now.
Score is the main vessel of emotions in both movies and video games, and Cyberpunk 2077 is no different.
It actually took us a long time to find the right color of the music.
Getting that sound together is almost as important as the actual look of the game itself, because music is really helping you feel this emotional connection to the game.
So one of the main ideas was to take the cyberpunk genre out of the 80s and give it a 90s flair. We took elements from rave, IDM, industrial, and make them fit our narrative purposes.
We've decided that close to 100% of our music would be purely electronic.
That's why we tried to stick to analog synths as much as possible, so it's got a warmth to it.
I'm super proud of the team we've managed to gather for this project.
For me, it was basically my own personal aesthetic matching the aesthetic of the game. When I read the brief, I was like, oh, this is going to be great. I can be myself. I can make music, and it comes from an honest place.
I love the fact that the music in this game is so varied. So we have some tracks that are super dirty, super heavy, and then we have some tracks that are very beautiful and ambient. I'm using all kinds of different effects. So it's been great to be able to experiment with the sound and the style.
Okay.
It's my first time actually doing any drum tracking for a video game. It's been really exciting. It's been a lot of fun.
It's all about making you feel like a perfect killing machine, because that's what you are basically.
Well, I can do that all day long, so you'll just have to tell me what you like and what you don't like.
Cool, okay. It's not going to sound like one thing, depending on what part of the city you're in.
We basically scored every quest pretty much with custom assets created specifically for that quest.
We ended up having over 7.5 hours of music in Cyberpunk.
Working on Cyberpunk has just been insane. I can seriously say that I've never worked with such a bunch of mad people in my life, and mad brilliant.
The gear that we use comes out of boutique shops, or they are vintage synthesizers like this Polyvox.
I really hope all this effort put into creating this score pays off with satisfying and enjoyable listening and gaming experience.
Hello, Night City. What's shaking, Night City? Good morning, Night City. Your man, Stan here. Ooh, I love this town. Love it like you might love a mother who popped you out on the steps of an orphanage once and now stops you to ask if you got a smoke for her. And now, a shout out to all the lowlifes over at the Atlantis. Ladies and gents, here's that all-time classic in Night City.
Soundtrack is one of the key elements we use to build believable world. We've invited artists from around the world, incredible talents, incredible musicians, to write and produce songs just for us for this project.
The soundtrack for Cyberpunk is insane. So the soundtrack being all the songs that they've got going on, whether it's on the radio or on the background, all these just amazing bands.
We've got over 150 custom genre-bending tracks, all waiting for you to discover them by yourselves.
You know, the reason I wanted to be a part of Cyberpunk is, well, basically I know The Witcher is super sick, and then I actually got to play a preview of the game, which was fucking incredible.
I've always wanted to do something connected to a video game, so I was pretty excited when this came in, and it was like an instant yes.
I was kind of imagining what it would be like being a character in that game. The person that's a musician in this world and this time has grew up in that space.
This isn't just some fun shit, there's also an intellectual and spiritual history to this world that's been constructed for you, you know?
We want to provide you with the soundtrack to fucking shit up. Like, how can you not want to be a part of that?
This was an amazing music video, by the way. Amazing. I loved it. Like, visuals on point.
For those of you who can't wait to hear more from our composers, we're going to be releasing a special 6-track Cyberpunk 2077 EP featuring tracks from the game's original score onto streaming services for you to enjoy for free.
When?
And they'll be live at the end of this episode, so you can give them a listen later. In addition, if you're planning on live streaming Cyberpunk, or if you just want to make videos, we want to introduce you to a new mode that will allow you to disable certain copyrighted tracks. We know that for content creators, licensed music can sometimes be problematic. So with this new mode, you'll be able to disable a small number of selected tracks which could cause some issues, replacing them with a different song, helping to avoid any problems. If you're going to be live streaming from console, this will start automatically, but you can toggle it on and off in the options as needed. And for PC players, you'll be able to turn it on and off in the game options. Don't forget, as with all episodes of Night City Wire, if you're tuning in late or if you just want to watch anything again, we will be uploading everything to our channels soon. Now, from Polish to Chinese. When Cyberpunk launches, it will have VO in 10 different languages. So we're going to take a closer look at the Jali technology, which is ensuring each and every one is as authentic as possible.
I love this. I love this.
Hi, my name is Sarah Watling. I am the CEO of Jali Research in Toronto, Ontario. In this video, we're going to show you a little bit about Jali, the software, and Jali in action within the world of Cyberpunk 2077.
Maintenant, tu vas répondre à mes questions honnêtement, sans détour.
Rayfield's mine. Скажи заплатить 2 раза, заплатишь 2 раза.
Jali is a suite of tools and a suite of services that result in what we think is the coolest and best and highest quality facial performance on characters.
Oh. Is that supposed to sound familiar?
It's automatically generated on a face based on audio dialogue, audio speech from a voice actor.
Slow, deep breaths. Your cortisol and adrenaline spiked, but the soft activated your hormone blockers. Nothing happened. You're alive and well.
What Jali tries to do is it tries to get to the root of what is being expressed in the vocal performance and put that on a 3D character.
That's Rogue. Best fixer in all of Night City.
There is just an incredible amount of performance in this game.
Sure.
procedural solution allows you to animate over and over and over again at tremendous scale. Jali is what powers every single character in the game of Cyberpunk 2077 in all of the languages that the game has been localized for.
Ahora escúchame. Este mierdas de Anthony Gilchrist. ¿Es tu contacto? Hat Infos zum Konvoi durchsickern lassen?
All you're doing is changing an attribute. For example, speech style. If you wanted your character to shout instead of mumble, instead of issuing a set of commands that redo the animation, instead you click an attribute going from, in this case, mumble to shout.
But you walk. You breathe, but you walk. You breathe, but you walk. You breathe.
If the lip sync is right, you don't notice. If the faces match and match the performance, you don't notice because you're too busy paying attention to how awesome the game is, how much you care about these characters, what you're gonna do. And that's what we want. That to me is, that's the sizzle.
Don't you know you owe the sheriff a word when you pay his town a visit? To tell him what's brought you here. Maybe even over a cup of coffee.
Damn. All right.
Now we're excited to reveal digital and in-game rewards for Cyberpunk 2077. It's our way of saying thank you for your support. Now, every copy of the game comes with digital downloadable goodies such as the art book, the original score, and a digital comic, all from the Cyberpunk universe. But there's more. You can also claim in-game items for Cyberpunk 2077. For example, you could be rocking the Wolf School jacket for simply connecting the game to your GOG account. And if you have other CD Projekt Red games, such as The Witcher or Gwent, you can get even more. And it works both ways. If you connect the game to your GOG account, you can also unlock special in-game items for Gwent, the Witcher card game, such as the samurai-inspired card and coin back, and the breathtaking title. Now, this new My Reward program is for everybody. No matter which platform you're playing Cyberpunk on, you'll be able to get your digital goodies and in-game items. Now, this is just the beginning, and there'll be more items coming in the future, and we'll have more information on My Rewards soon.
A sword?
As always, don't forget that if you've missed anything or if you just want to watch again, we will be uploading everything to our channels soon. So before we take a look at that new gameplay trailer, we just want to reveal that a number of games media from all over the world have been playing Cyberpunk 2077, and you'll be able to read their latest impressions when this episode of Night City Wire finishes, so you can go and check them out. So now, let's wrap up this episode and take a look at that brand new gameplay trailer.
All right.
They got a lock on us. Engine's been hit.
Get us out of here.
I'm losing control.
At CD Projekt Red, we dedicate ourselves to telling immersive stories. Yet with every new project, we set out to make our games bigger, more complex, deeply engaging.
Come on, V. Let's get you home.
Cyberpunk 2077 marries exploration of a vast open world with kinetic combat, story-changing player choices, and robust character development, all to bring you into our vision of the dark future.
You ever feel like a city doesn't give you a choice? You either burn alive in it, or you never existed at all.
The year is 2077. An economic crisis culminating in nuclear conflict has left America in pieces. With most of the continent degenerating into lawless war zones, people from all over have converged on the already overcrowded Night City, one of the world's last great megalopolises. A hub amassing the best in resources and know-how, and home to manufacturers of cutting-edge technologies, Night City continues to offer the promise of a civilized future.
What? No, this isn't happening.
Oh, but it is.
But in the city's streets, a merciless struggle for power rages. Gangs, corporate agents, hustlers, religious cultists, politicians, and all manner of criminals strive to outplay one another. Ordinary people get caught in the crossfire.
Looking for justice. In Night City, I seek revenge. Much more feasible here.
In this world, consumed by never-ending conflict, sometimes only an outsider will get the job done.
Elizabeth tells me you have answers for us. I'm all ears.
And that's you, an urban mercenary, a cyber-enhanced gun for hire.
You seem to understand each other. Take this, too.
As a mercenary, you swear no allegiance. You've chosen the outlaw life and trust that your abilities will carry you up Night City's ruthless, underground social ladder.
Heart of Night City. That's it right there.
To thrive as a merc, you need the right combination of gear, skills, and reputation.
Dex had a load to say about you. I hope he wasn't overselling.
With the money you earn, you can turn yourself into a living weapon, buying guns and enhancements in the hundreds. As you roam the city's streets, you gain the experience you need to upgrade abilities and acquire perks. Combine the right skills and gear to create a gunslinger with inhuman reflexes. A stealthy netrunner with command of all surrounding tech. Or practically anyone in between. In Cyberpunk 2077, you steal a prototype biochip that can set you up for life.
Being filthy rich.
When its sealed container is ruptured, the only way to prevent the biochip from failing is to slot it into your head. It turns out it contains the digitized soul of Johnny Silverhand, a dead rocker boy with violence on his mind.
You mean to say there's an actual terrorist in my head, right now?
He's out for revenge. Aims to bring down the megacorp that made the chip.
Do whatever it takes to stop him, defeat him, gut him.
What is in your head can shift the balance of power in Night City. The high and mighty will do anything to lay their hands on it.
Told you I'd end you someday.
Adam?
The choices you make will shape your story and determine how events unfold.
V, you gotta take him down. That's why we're here.
But not everything in Night City is a matter of life and death. Sometimes it's about style, choosing your look, your ride, your pastime, who's at your side. Choosing how you spend your dirty money. Welcome to the next generation of open-world adventure. Immerse yourself in Cyberpunk 2077.
I swear to God if my stream fails because of this. I swear to God if my stream fails because of this. I swear to God if my stream fails because of this one thing. I swear to God. If my stream fails because of one thing. Wow. Is that it? Is that it? That's it? Hello? Hello? That's it? I'm not gonna lie. Okay. I really hope that my stream does not fail. I'm good? That was close. That was close. He was close. He was close. Is that it? Are we done? There's gonna be a post show. I'll watch that. No worries. Oh my God. So we already had seen underwater exploration, diving. Amazing. Okay, we got 2 minutes until this thing starts. Don't worry. So I can't believe actually that we got to see underwater. We saw Alt Cunningham. We saw Adam Smasher. That thing that you see, that's a mini nuke before at the end. I think that's the mini nuke at the end of the Fourth Corporate War. So I'm guessing we're actually gonna be going into the flashback at the end of the Fourth Corporate, because Johnny jumps, falls down, and then Adam Smasher jumps on him. That's from the... I know there's gonna be Arasaka, right? But I didn't know they're gonna put that as well. Yeah, I saw Judy as well. Damn, they're gonna have some fine scenes. They're gonna have some fine scenes over there. Yeah. Underwater looked cool. Yeah. Oh, Miles. He fooled us good. I like how Miles was, when he was on the podcast, he was like, yeah, there is nothing underwater special, and then boom, We're gonna be exploring underwater, boys. Best trailer so far, I actually agree. I agree. This was a more chill Night City Wire in a sense. We got that first thing. And then we got a huge gameplay trailer. So what did you all think? What did you all think? Miles Toast is probably having a toast. This episode was insane. Yeah, it was great. Oh my god. This was wild, folks. This was absolutely wild. Divide by Zero, thank you so much for your donation. The trailer was so amazing. I'm so hyped. Same. So, yeah, I will be tuning into this post-show. I think I can watch it. So, tomorrow I will have the news video. Marcus, thank you so much. That looked so crisp. Can't wait. Greetings from Germany. Hello to Germany. Hello to Germany as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What's up with the journal impressions? I doubt they're gonna have videos. I think what you're going to see is you're going to see the written, but maybe they even put out the video. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the journalists actually think about this game. That's gonna be interesting. Not bad, Jay. Thank you so much for your donation again. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Was this the best NCV? Not the best NCV in my opinion, but the best trailer so far. I absolutely love this trailer, but a great show. Don't take me wrong. It was a great show. Now, Jesse is back with DJ Knight. I will actually wait until Pavev Sasuke actually comes to the stream. I don't want to go to this stream because I'm not sure if Twitch Gaming is going to hate me watching it. So I'll just wait for Pavev to come to the stream and then I'll switch it. Yeah. Fuck, what's up, man? I just want to be seen. There's gonna be plenty of mirrors. This was insane. The trailer actually showed a lot of interesting scenes, especially jumping around, etc., etc. That was super interesting. That was super interesting. Yeah. Sharon K, thank you so much for the implications of those flashbacks. Will you be making an analysis on the flashback reveals? Yes, I will be making it. So one is so this is not spoilers, guys. This is history from the pen and paper RPG. So there was the Arasaka riot when Johnny goes to save Alt. I won't tell you the details, but yeah, I mean, it's not here. I will make a lore video about it. But that's an interesting thing because Johnny sends people to assault the Arasaka Tower, and that's the Arasaka riot. And then you have at the end of the Fourth Corporate War, the assault on the Arasaka Tower when the mini nuke goes off in Night City and basically destroys it. And I do believe in the bag we do see that mini nuke. So we saw Adam Smasher in the flashback, so that was insane. Oh my god, there's a lot of they should have shown more character creation. I agree, actually. I agree. Maybe a little bit, maybe a minute of just this is that, but maybe they want to just give you for you to experience that for the first time. But yeah, maybe a little bit more. Archeomech, thank you so much. Hype restored. Love watching the show and go here watching this with you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Juicebox, thank you so much for the $5 donation. Just want to say thanks for all the content over the years. We're almost there, my friend. Yes, we are almost there. Momo-chan. Momo-chan? Can't wait for your detailed video on this. My hype is measurable. They revealed the most story-wise this time. Yes, this is the most revealing, I mean, not spoilery, but definitely the most revealing trailer so far. Definitely. Adam Fire. Yeah, that's the old look of Adam. Yeah, that was great, eh? Let's check the new impressions from the journalists. Do they have them out? Who can we count? Who can we count? I'm scouting. So Eurogamer doesn't still have their impressions. I don't know about I think IGN might have it. Apparently a lot of bugs in the previews. Yeah, I'm gonna be going through that. I'm gonna see what they have to say. That's gonna be interesting. Trying to find a soundtrack on Spotify. It's coming soon, so they will be releasing 6 tracks overall. So that's gonna be fun. 6 tracks. Yeah, there's still Jesse is still talking to DJ. Damn, I need to rewatch their show. Like, I actually really like Jesse. Been following Jesse for years. For years. When I started doing YouTube, he was there with Total Biscuits. That's sad that we lost that man, but yeah. IGN sus. Let's see IGN. I'm not sure. Does IGN have it? Still, am I blind? Okay, so they have something. Yeah, this is not it. I think not yet, but yeah. Yeah, there was that scene with Judy. That was great. I didn't know they were going to actually have a scene with Judy. So should we rewatch the trailer once again? Let me see if they actually have the have that uploaded. If they do have that uploaded, then we're gonna see the gameplay trailer one more time. Graphical downgrade. Where, man? Where did you see a graphical downgrade? Let me see. Cyberpunk. Yes, we do have a trailer, I believe. So I'm gonna play that one more time. We ready, folks? We ready, folks? Wait, that's not it. Wait. Oh yeah, there's a lot of trailers. Okay, there is a version in almost every language out there. Alright, so 1080p. Gonna put that up. Okay. Alright, we're gonna look at the trailer one more time.
They got a lock on us. Engine's been hit.
Get us out of here.
I'm losing control.
At CD Projekt Red, we dedicate ourselves to telling immersive stories. Yet with every new project,
Simon,
we set out to make our games bigger.
I'm gonna be stopping now because this is a short analysis. So this right here, you see this? We're gonna be going underwater, boys. We're gonna be going underwater. Reviews are out. I am gonna take it. Yeah, look at this. This is the underwater section we're gonna be going through. All right.
More complex, deeply engaging.
Okay.
Come on, V. Let's get you on.
Cyberpunk 2077 marries exploration
wow.
of a vast open world with kinetic combat, story-changing player choices.
Wait, okay, so Oda. Okay. So wait. Is Oda speaking right now? Or is
changing player?
Wait, this is Oda, man.
Choices.
What is? Wait a second. See this? Are you seeing the same thing I was seeing? This is Oda.
And robust.
Hanako also mentioned. All right. So
character development.
Wow. Perfect.
All to bring you into our vision of the dark future.
You ever feel like a city doesn't give you a choice? You either burn alive in it, or
So
you
we
never
see Oda?
existed at all.
That's insane.
The year is 2077. An economic crisis culminating in nuclear conflict has left America in pieces.
Nice.
With most of the continent degenerating into lawless war zones, people from all over have converged on the already overcrowded Night City, one of the world's last great megalopolises. A hub amassing the best in resources and know-how.
What is this? What is this?
Know-how. And home to manufacturers of cutting-edge technologies. Night City continues to offer the promise of a civilized future.
What? No, this isn't happening. Oh, but it is.
But in the city's streets, a merciless struggle for power rages. Gangs, corporate agents, hustlers, religious
Insane.
cultists,
These guys are gonna be interesting.
politicians, and all manner of criminals strive to outplay one another. Ordinary people get caught in the crossfire.
Looking for justice.
I believe this is Takemura. I just pre-ordered Cyberpunk, I blame you. People just assuming she's lesbian? I don't know. We'll see in the game. But this is Takemura, I believe. It has the same facial features, right? Damn.
In Night City.
This is us right there.
I seek revenge. Much more feasible here.
Okay.
In this world, consumed by never-ending conflict, sometimes only an outsider will get the job done.
Elizabeth tells me you have answers for us. I'm all ears.
And that's you, an urban mercenary. An urban...
Ears.
And that's you, an urban mercenary. A cyber-enhanced gun for hire.
You seem to understand each other. Take this, too.
As a mercenary, you swear no allegiance. You've chosen the outlaw life and trust that your abilities will carry you up Night City's ruthless, underground social ladder.
Heart of Night City. That's it right there.
To thrive as a merc, you need the right combination of gear, skills, and reputation.
Dex had a load to say about you. I hope he wasn't overselling.
With the money you earn, you can turn your...
Alright, let's see this. Oh my god. Increases quick hack spread distance? Cyber the cram recovery rate? Wow, this actually looks... Did you see this? Okay. Jonathan Quo, so Johnny is slowly taking over your body. I don't know. I mean, he did say that if he needs my body, he's gonna take it, but that's insane. Yeah, this looks awesome, especially with the screen.
Yourself into a living weapon, buying guns and enhancements in
Damn.
the hundreds.
In the hundreds.
As you roam the city's streets, you gain the experience.
Handguns, blades, so much to unlock.
Streets, you gain the experience you need to upgrade abilities and acquire.
Slow and steady, armor is increased by 15% while moving.
Perks. Combine
Defensive attacks with blades deal 200% more damage.
the right skills and gear to create a gunslinger with inhuman reflexes.
Nice. I love this. Look
A
at this.
stealthy netrunner with
Look at this. Look at this
inhuman
beautiful
reflexes.
transition. Oh, so good.
A stealthy netrunner with command of all surrounding tech. Or practically anyone in between.
And a hack.
In Cyberpunk 2077, you steal a prototype biochip that can set you up for life.
Being filthy rich.
When its sealed container is ruptured, the only way to prevent the biochip from failing is to slot it into your head. It turns out it contains the digitized soul of Johnny Silverhand, a dead rocker boy with violence on his mind.
You mean to say there's an actual terrorist in my head, right now?
He's out for revenge. Aims to bring down the megacorp that made the chip.
Do whatever it takes to stop him. Defeat him. God.
Yeah, okay, alright, let's see this. Alright.
Defeat him.
If this is not a mini nuke, I don't know. Spiderbot is a skill now? I don't know how they're gonna handle that. Of course, you're gonna have Flathead in some missions. I believe this thing with Flathead, that was a Arasaka mission at the beginning, because you're gonna be using it there. Ma'am, you haven't seen we haven't seen anything. That's the thing. You saw Watson, you saw V walking around, you saw maybe what happens to Jackie, but we don't know the overarching story. Nuclear toaster.
Got him.
Oh. Okay.
Got him.
What is in your head can shift the balance of power in Night City. The high and mighty will do anything to lay their hands on it.
You see this boy right here? This is Adam Smasher. I strongly
Told you I'd
Yep.
end you someday.
Okay, I need to skip that but. Where is that but? I don't know where is that but. But yeah, I cannot show everything sadly. Just because of that male but. That was insane. Did you see that? Do we have? Do we have? Wait, let me see this thing. Just a sec. We don't have Pavev still. I believe he should be coming soon to this show. Let's see. Yeah, this is the 2020, or well, the previous version of Adam Smasher. Yeah, male butts turn off YouTube streams. Who knew a male butt could be so powerful? Yeah. Bro, the Judy shot? Yeah, there's some Judy shots. Oh, I know people are gonna be slowing. They're gonna be slowing the trailer down. Man, but yeah, 5 minutes. That's gonna be a long analysis video. There is so much here. Like, obviously, like, even when I talk about the explainer stuff and analysis stuff, I don't, like, that's not spoilers, because I don't know the story. I just know the lore from before. Is that all for NCV? That is all for NCV. There is going to be Power of Sasuke coming to the after show, but I'm still waiting. He's still not there, and I don't know if restreaming this without Power of would be acceptable to Twitch and YouTube. Yeah. Who was that? Puff Hair Girl? I don't know. I have to rewatch it. Probably the most deep. Yeah, this trailer, like, it really kind of set the story on what's coming. So that's why V actually had to put the chip inside of himself. Yeah, there was a shooting range as well. After show is here, but the PAVF is still not there. So I don't want to play this now. It's just Jesse and DJ talking, and I don't want to take from their show. Without PAVF, there is no point. So yeah. When are the reviews coming out? Well, you have right now. Journalists have their impressions. I'm going to go through those impressions very soon. So PC Gamer has one. Really? Okay. Let's see PC Gamer. They played 15 hours of Cyberpunk 2077. The problem with this, I don't know if I can stream this. There is a lot of ads here. God damn it. Okay. Yeah, so PC Gamer has an article. And watch out, there is... I mean, these are not spoilers, but he talks about the playthrough itself. I think overall they're happy. Yep, I can't wait to go back to Night City. So PC Gamer is happy. Would they have PAVF, finally? Not yet. Alright. Ad blocker? I don't know, I don't like using ad blocker. Because I watch other YouTubers, and I watch ads from every YouTuber I watch, because that's just my way of supporting them. Did you check out the comics? Yes, comics are amazing. One thing I never understood about that comic is why is it only like, what, 22 pages? Because like the comics that I had as a kid, they had like 60 pages. IGN article is good, talks about RPG aspects. I'll check it out, definitely. I'm gonna make a video talking about journalist impressions. Obviously, like, review copies are different. You have to keep in mind. What they had here, they had remote plays. I don't know, like, wait, 15 hours. Yeah, that they had to have a game. So they had to have a physical, or did they stream? I don't know, but yeah. I don't know, man, when I'm getting or if I'm getting a copy. That's not up to me. So stop spamming. You can write it once, I'm sorry. News, the entire world is positive to Judy Shard. Playing Cyberpunk. Yeah, we also, like, we saw some, like, we can play in a band. That's cool. Like, we can actually rock in a band. So, overall, what did you guys think? Like, Pavev's still not coming to the post-show. I don't know why. I actually had some issues streaming this before, but hopefully I'm not gonna have issues. IGN said they streamed it. Okay. Yeah, so those are still just previews and not actual review codes. Because review code, well, you obviously have to have the game on your PC to properly check it out. Streaming is just a way of previewing a game, but you can't review the game by streaming. Is that sleeping with Judy scene? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The whole world, she's the one. That was amazing. Yeah, I think people absolutely love this one. Damn. Yeah, I thought that was fun, especially talking about the music. It was insane to see the amount of instruments they use. I'm not much of a audio guy. I don't know much. I just focus on the video. That's my thing. But wow. I'll just say wow, congratulations like to the entire team on that. Like that's insane. And by the way, you know why I said remember Boris? Because Boris, you can thank him because I believe he was one of the people who guided Doug Cockle to create the voice of Geralt of Rivia. I believe so. So Boris is a very old employee, I believe, in CDPR. So you can thank him, and obviously Doug Cockle for his absolutely amazing performance. That Geralt sounds that way. Mad Queen must be crying of excitement. I believe she is. I believe she's looking at all the flashbacks right now and she's like... Looks like we're gonna be busy? Yeah. Who was that other god-looking chick? You mean the... there was Misty? Misty is the girlfriend of Jackie. Wait, did the show start? Yeah, they're still nerding over it. How much longer? I don't know. Like I'm waiting for Pavev. If Pavev doesn't come, I'll just end the stream and start working on the news video. I feel like Junie is going to outshine Yennefer. I don't believe we had this many people talking about the character, even like for Yennefer. Like this is insane. Yeah, people are asking where is A$AP Rocky. I'm sure he's in. But yeah, so some tracks show the gameplay again. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. So some tracks we cannot stream because it can potentially create problems, and that's just big studios, you know. That's just big studios in a sense putting up their things. So yeah, let me just play the kind of sad that we cannot play all the songs, but that's sad. But that's you know. But good thing they thought about it, actually. So props to the team for actually thinking about all of that. Alright, I'm gonna play.
They got a lock on us. Engine's been hit.
Alright.
I'm losing control.
Gonna do it like this.
At CD Projekt Red,
Music
we
tracks?
dedicate ourselves to telling immersive stories.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave this play in the background. You can watch it. Love this underwater exploration. You can actually watch it, but just here in the background. Rockstar should learn. I mean, Rockstar also does. Yeah, Rockstar can also do a fine job on this thing. But it's funny we see Oda actually. Like, I want to go back again. Like, it's so. If this is. Where is it? Okay. So if this is Takemura, then this is Oda. This is the ninja. I don't know if that's the ninja that we saw, but yeah. Props to boy Jackie, he got some taste. Let's have a scene of Judy in one video. It's gonna happen. Yes. One thing which I absolutely love is that they actually replaced the copyrighted music with the music which is good. So huge. So because they were thinking about music, I'm sure they're also thinking about other elements. I'm kind of glad that they have streamer mode on. Honestly, I wouldn't have a streamer mode on in the perfect world, because what's the big deal with in-game nudity? It's digital. But yeah. Alright, bro, I have to go sleep. I got classes early in the morning, man. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for actually following. Did Pavev come? I think everyone is gonna be romancing Judy here. I don't know. I like that. To be honest, I like that. There we go. I like her. I kind of dig this Mox girl from the roof a lot. I love her style, man. I love that. More, I mean, Judy, yeah, but I don't know, this Mox girl. I hope we can romance her. Yeah. I have to be careful not to include the male buttocks. Where will they upload the 6 songs? It could be Spotify, Google Music, Apple Music, I don't know. Something like that. But I think Spotify is gonna be one of the things. But I'm sure they're gonna find their way to YouTube. Damn. Honestly, I'm really looking forward to street racing. I've been playing Forza the other day. I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna be drifting so much in in Cyberpunk. Who's Mox? Moxie's the gang. I like the Mox from the Xbox gameplay. Oh, I wonder why. Pavel is on. All right, let's jump to Pavev. Let's jump to Pavev quickly and smoothly.
Keanu mentioned acting out different options and different ways of expressing himself and different lines of dialogue. Is that related to who you play or how you play, or is that something entirely different that we don't know yet?
So the thing is that as a player, you are building your relationship with Keanu. But the thing is, with, of course, Johnny Silverhand, who's played by Keanu. Now, the thing is that is impacted by everything, pretty much. So it's impacted by your gender, it's really impacted by your life path, so who you are, it's impacted by your choices that you have made before in the story. And yeah, sure, I mean, you can piss off Johnny Silverhand if you feel like it. You know, you can play more like a friend, let's say, and try to develop towards that kind of a relationship with him. So it really depends what you're choosing. And that was one of the really difficult things that Keanu Reeves had to do while performing those lines, because he had to make sure that it all feels right. And you know, when you are imagining like our scenes, right, in the game, those are like branches, like, you know, you can imagine those are like branches, like in the tree, sort of. And all those dialogue lines, you know, they are played depending of what you have done, what has happened before, and so on. So that's why when playing like certain branch, you know, Keanu had to be like pissed off, you know, and be like, oh, just fuck off, you know, like, and all kinds of other things he used to say. But there are also other situations when he's actually moved, or when you are, you know, angry at him because of what he has done. So it all depends. And, you know, for actor who is actually like performing and just trying to put everything in and just give like a believable performance, it's really not easy, you know, because you're switching constantly from like being pissed off to like, you know, being happy to being bored, you know, to just, you know, not caring at all. So it's very challenging. And this is one of the things that our adaptation director, Boris Pugacz-Muraszkiewicz, who has this amazing Polish name, Boris, he has been literally working with Keanu all the time on the sessions, just making sure they have all those emotions nailed down. And also that every branch feels right, that's well played. And then, you know, like sort of on top of that, you have, you know, everything connected to the post processes and so on. So what our audio designers made to just make sure that it also feels right. And then what our cinematic designers did. So they made sure that basically every time when you see Johnny Silverhand, when you hear Keanu performing, it actually fits and matches nicely, you know? So there are those subtle differences. Sometimes it's completely different. Sometimes the differences are subtle. It all depends from the context.
I love how we got all that from one question. And I love how different people are going to take different parts of that and then just run in their own little circle, because one of the things you said early on is like, you're building your relationship with Johnny Silverhand. And I feel like you just touched on a whole group of people who didn't know they wanted to play Cyberpunk until they found out you can build a relationship with Keanu. So it's like, that's going to happen. And now I'm going to be the first to say it. Keanu Reeves dating simulator, which is weird because he's in your head, but I know that's wrong. So don't go with it. But
that's how most people date Keanu, honestly. So,
well, I mean, that relationship with Johnny Silverhand can go really different directions. I mean, I'm not really sure, you know, how you know, the romantic one could have been pulled off. I mean, there are probably some ways. You know, I'll leave your imagination running here, but you know, I hope that our players will actually like build something that they really like will feel for Johnny Silverhand, and they will really like feel, okay, this is my V, and this is my relationship with him. This is the way how I played the game, and it's gonna be probably kind of vastly different, you know, from how other players would play.
We did have a question about romancing, Johnny. I'm gonna ask it. We have to ask it. Is that a possibility?
You know, so Johnny Silverhand in our game, he is this construct, right, that you have in your head. So, I mean, you know, in a way, you can imagine that it's loving yourself, you know, so go, you know, just go on and interpret it the way you want.
That was the best dodge I've ever heard.
It was the best and most cryptic, like, I don't know what you're talking about, I've ever seen. Just well played. You can tell he's done this before.
Yeah.
So, when it comes to the quests, I feel like we've seen lots and lots of different styles of quests just from the Night City Wires. What of the stuff that we've seen thus far has been some of your most enjoyable as far as like giving somebody the idea of like what a real quest would be like in Cyberpunk 2077?
Damn, this voice.
Wow, okay. So we have shown actually few things, and things that players can puzzle together and see as a quest. Those have been mostly from Prologue. And my personal opinion is that our Prologue is good, but then the real game actually happens after it. So I know that, for instance, you know, some YouTubers, influencers like Jesse, for instance, played Cyberpunk, and he knows that part. But obviously, you know, there are actual like game and actual quests and actual meat really starts after. Like, I think our Prologue is really well done, and I personally love it. Of course, you know, players are the final judges for me, and we'll see what players say, right? But I personally think that actually the real game starts after that, because then, you know, we just go completely like, you know, just everything's open. You can, as a player, then do everything really, like the whole story set up. We know that the player understands gameplay, you know, all those elements are well introduced already. So at that point, we just give you so many options. And the thing is that when building quests for Cyberpunk, we have used lots of experiences from The Witcher 3, from The Witcher 2, even from Witcher 1, you know, because I'm working in a quest team, and I have this huge privilege that my team contains really designers that have been working from the very beginning into the Project Red. And we have all that experience in the studio. And we have been building on that, you know, like layer after layer after layer. And when we approached like topic of quests for Cyberpunk, we really wanted to make like a step further, you know, from what made Witcher 3 and Witcher 3 expansions great. And I hope you will like what we did.
We all are very excited to see it. So, yeah. Speaking of which, another excited question coming in from Destfield. Please ask him if Johnny's mind tampering can interfere with your personal choices during quests.
Oh, I think we are entering like dangerously into story spoiler, you know, field, but it's a really good question, and I think you will find out when you play the game, because Johnny impacts you in a really major way. And the way you actually develop this relationship, the way you play, it actually will impact it, but I won't say more, because I want you to discover this.
Okay.
And that was an expertly produced dodge, which was great because we don't want the spoilers. But we actually did get a great comment from Ramal Fayholmes, who says, I have no questions for Pavel. Just wanted to say that we appreciate all the hard work and effort you and all the other devs put into this game. You're all awesome, and just from the videos that I've seen, I can wholeheartedly agree. Thank you, and the team.
That is incredibly appreciated. I mean, I know that every time when we move the date, right, that you have been disappointed. I know about it. Like, believe me, I have been disappointed.
I agree.
But the thing is that has been needed, right? We want this game to be good, right? I mean, I want to really be proud about what we did. And the thing is, like, every single dev in our studio wants to be proud about it. So that was needed. That was an important move. And we know that when we will get hands on the game, this is something that we wanted you to experience. I'm just dying actually to see what you guys think at 10th of December.
Well, I'm not saying this next question is also a me question, because I would never do this. But Vadak then PC wants to know, can we quick save before doing questionable things?
So yes, in the game, obviously you can quick save, right? So that's one thing. However, Cyberpunk is an RPG with choices and consequences. And if you know us, you know that not all the choices will be obvious. You know that not everything will be transparent and not everything will be telegraphed to you. Some things, like you can look at The Witcher 3, will be intentionally hidden. And you will do things thinking that it's absolutely meaningless and everything will be fine when you want. And you will do things that you'll think, okay, that actually will be a deal breaker, and it won't be. So we are actually trying to keep you immersed in role play. So be your own character and just deal with consequences. Just go on, pick whatever you want, do whatever you want to do, be whoever you want to be, and then just deal with it.
That's fantastic. I'm excited.
They had this question
more
last
excited
time.
every time I hear you talk. We got another great question though. Focus Break asks, okay, serious question. What are the influences of the world other than the board games? I've seen bits of Blade Runner. Are there other works that inspired?
Yes, I
Cyberpunk
believe it is on
2077?
GeForce Now.
Wow, okay, so this is extremely broad question, but so when we have started working on Cyberpunk, one of the things we did, our directors did, and we as leads, and then all the members of Cyberpunk development team did, we worked on preparing well-fit, huge, rich library of references. And there's lots of movies, movies like Johnny Mnemonic, obviously, movies like Matrix, movies like Ghost in the Shell, obviously, but also there's lots of different animes that have been used, by us. There's obviously Akira, right? Ghost in the Shell that I have mentioned. And the huge library of books that we have actually studied to just make it well. And starting from the books, obviously, I have to mention Cyberpunk 2020, our core lore book, written by Mike Pondsmith. But on top of that, we have been working actually on lots of different books, books like Hardwire, the whole Sprawl trilogy by William Gibson. Excellent books, expertly crafted, showing, really deep thought behind how the cyberpunk world will look like. But there was way more. Actually, our writers went really extra mile to actually digging in and finding books actually on the field of psychology and politics to deepen this down and just find out, okay, what would be actually the best way to ingrain that and just make sure that our story is based on an actual real event. And there's been also a huge deal of consultants and people we worked with, obviously Talsorian Games and Mike Pondsmith, we've been in close contact. One of designers, my team, Patrick Mills, senior quest designer, who has been talking to you also a few times. Patrick, has been in close cooperation with them to just make sure that, everything in our game is well built on that. But also, we have been using other consultants and people, to just make sure that everything is, fitting, the culture, the world that we want to build. So
thank you,
there was this, I remember this just gigantic Excel sheet, with this whole library of books, movies, anime, comic books, just that we have prepared. And every time when there was like a new member of the team joining, we're just sharing the sheet and go like, okay, man or girl, just go for it. Just read from the top, study it, because you are going to need it. So there was a great deal of preparation, especially in the pre-production phase, to just make sure that we actually know what we're doing with Cyberpunk.
I knew that was going to be great when you got so excited after hearing the question. I was like, this is going to be fantastic. And it was. We had a new question, but there was a great question that was asked by Thunderballs RL that says, are the interactions with Johnny Silverhand shaped by the life path we choose?
That was cool. That was really cool.
Yes, so in general, the life paths that you have picked, they actually influence the game in many different ways. First of all, the life path that you have picked, it defines the beginning of the game. Then, in the next scenes and quests, you will have branches and even some quests that are completely gated by your life path. And then, in the interactions with Johnny, you also have some specific things that can be done, that can be said with that in mind. But we, as designers, especially like quest designers, cinematic designers, and our writers, we have paid so much attention to make sure that you as a player, you're not punished by the character you have built. And this is a very interesting, I think, design philosophy that we're trying to follow, which is that I really can't play the game as a player to make it not fun for myself. So all the choices that the game provides me with, they actually lead to fun. They actually lead to bigger expression of myself, of deepening my understanding of myself, of the world, and so on. So we consciously build everything in a way that you would not be feeling that you're losing something specifically. And because of that, all the things, even though they impact your relationship with Johnny, there are other ways to influence that. So we have always tried to provide something else, some other option for you as a player to express yourself. And but of course, I think that to really see the full scope, you need to play the game at least 3 times, at least full 3 life paths to just see it completely fully, what you can actually do with Cyberpunk.
Cool. Make it 50.
Perplex wanted to know, have we seen or have you revealed all the cars that are in the game right now?
Oh, I don't think so. I actually don't think we did reveal. There's a lot of cars. Honestly, our vehicle art team, those dudes are incredible. And, we have this internal, I would call it the soft, where you can look at the work and so on. And it's just that's been one of the things where I was stalking, all the time, just following them and just checking, okay, what kind of cars and so on they were working on, because those things look incredible. And the thing is, I don't think we have shown, we have shown majority of the groups of cars that you can get, so I don't know, trucks, muscle cars, sport cars, supercars, shitty cars, cute cars, like my, things like that. But I don't think we have shown all of it, because there's plenty. And of course, there's actually lots of different variations. So even though that you have maybe already seen, let's say a certain model, that model also has variations, certain attachments, and, not even talking about color variations, but just, different versions of the car's hood and so on. That makes it, feel a bit special. So I think it takes a bit of time, really, to just find all the cars. And, in the game, you also have this very special thing that our open world team, so a team that is responsible for creating a rich and living world of Night City, they have implemented this awesome, I would say, quest chain, a way for the player to obtain all the different cars and so on. Those cars that are especially cool, desirable, and starting from a very strange, let's say, wheels that you may not really see yourself driving, but they're intriguing, like my, let's say, or some trucks. Going to, even to the extremely unique cars. So I think there's really great depth there. And I don't think we have shown everything yet.
Speaking of not showing everything yet, Toe9TK asked the question that I felt in my soul when I saw it
This
on
is
screen.
the question.
I had to respond
This
in
is the
chat now.
question.
Thank you
I'm
so
ready.
much. Tone9TK says, ask the question we all want to know. Is there going to be fishing?
Well, as a player, you can fish for answers, you can fish for information. So in that way, absolutely. You're going to be fishing for lots of different things. But I don't think that the fishing in the core meaning of the thing is going to be in the game by a very simple reason. Cyberpunk world is a world in which animals are mostly dead. So, you could, if you would go to fish, in the bay and just, drop it there and just you maybe have you're more likely to find like a dead body there or like an old shoe than a fish,
There will be fish. Good one.
It's not what I expected in the answer, but just to hear your description of it is perfect. Thank you. I needed that.
That was great.
No fishing.
English Medic wants to know, we know that the tabletop RPG Cyberpunk 2020 is at the very core of the game, but how much of the lore of that will we be able to explore in Cyberpunk 2077? And will we get to meet the other key characters like Morgan Blackhand?
Jesus.
That's who I want to know about.
I'm just restraining. I'm just restraining myself.
I mean, that's who I want to know. That's why I cut it right there so we could. Yeah.
So the lore building and the world building is incredibly important for us. And I'm talking about quest designers here, but also cinematic designers, writers, open world designers, but also our concept art team and our art team in general. We've worked a lot to just make sure that this world is really built well. And the thing that we have done at the very beginning of working on Cyberpunk in our pre-production phase is we have asked ourselves questions about okay, what are the most important elements,
probably not
questions that we have to answer to know the construction of the world. Let's say, are there any animals that are still alive in the Night City? Because if there's none, then it means that, for instance, meat is produced in vitro in those plastic bags and so on, and most meat is actually artificial, right? And it has huge implications for the world, because that lore means that, for instance, when you're standing by a hot dog booth, you will see that, okay, there are boxes actually from All Foods where that in vitro meat has been delivered to. So we always put lore pretty much everywhere. And all that work we have done in the pre-production phase, answering all those questions, trying to figure out, okay, how the medicine works, what's the politics, what's the map of new United States, what is actually happening in another parts of the world in general, So all those questions have been answered by lots of different writers, quest designers, open world designers cooperating, trying to figure it out together. And as a player, when you'll be going through the game, we constantly have put on your path lots of different options to learn those things. Good example is Braindance. Very early in the game, in prologue actually, you are going to encounter this moment when we, as the designers, slowly introduce you to the concept of the Braindance so that you start understanding, okay, how this world works. And then we go slowly more in depth as you move on in the game later. So when you're after prologue and so on, you will actually find yet another deeper level how Braindance can be used. And so this is I would say our overarching philosophy, how to treat the lore. And on your path, there are gonna be also characters that are representatives of certain factions or gangs, and all of them, they will represent certain I would say character traits or let's say views on the world. And interacting with them, you will learn slowly who they are, from they where come from, what are the gangs, what they believe in, what they fight for, what they're willing to die for. And all that lore is speaking through that. And on top of that, actually, when you're moving through the world, there's lots of different shards. Those are small, I would call chips that you can slot into your socket as a player and get access to additional information. And you can obtain lots of different things, emails, books, from lots of different categories. Actually, our writers put incredible amount of work to just make sure that there is a good deal of actual literature that you can encounter in the game and find out and read. And some of those things are absolutely fucking hilarious. So I encourage you to just read and just, have your lore satisfied,
I am a big fan of lore, and
So
I'm a
they
big
are
fan
in the
of putting
game?
on weird
Long
voices
story
to
short.
kind of read out lore that happens on screen. So that is going to be a thing that happens for me. Since you're speaking about the amount of things that can do, that actually ties in perfectly with our next question,
Which
that came
was
from
last
DJ
time.
Martrix. How many hours will a complete game be with main, side quests, and landmarks for 100% completionist?
Dear Lord, I have no idea. I mean, I would love to know that. I would love to know answer for that question. I mean, the problem is that this game is constructed in a way that your playstyle defines absolutely everything. So if you have like different life paths are pretty much equal when it comes to the playtime. You know, some things can be shorter or longer, but there's not that much variation in terms of length. But your playstyle, so what you do, is actually just defines everything. Like, if you decide to go guns blazing and just, you know, kill stuff and just, you know, fuck shit up basically throughout all the time, you're probably going to be faster, because our, for instance, testers, right, who are just, you know, grinding all the time, just making sure the game is actually tested as well as possible, they just show us and prove that you can put very little sometimes to achieve given objective, and sometimes insane amount of time, because when you're using a stealth way.
These
you know,
questions, man.
Imagine when you're trying to ghost through the certain, I would say, encounter, you know, let's say a fixer calls you get a gig, you know, to do, and there's a certain, I don't know, location that you have to get to and do something specific without spoilers, right? As a player, you can just, you know, get guns blazing, you know, like break the fucking door in, go and kill everybody, get that thing, run out, like jump off, you're done, pretty much. Now, as a player who goes, you know, stealthily, it will take you so much more time. Now, how we are supposed to count that? I mean, the only answer I think that I can give you is that
This is just the footage we saw.
Cyberpunk is massive. Like, it is a big game. It's a big game, and especially it's a big game for the players who are actually willing to look around and really explore the world. Because if you do, you will find out so much customly done quest content done by quest designers, open world designers, cinematic designers, things that, you know, will make you like feel you rewarded for the fact that you have explored that world. But of course, you know, if you go like only main path and like sort of speedrun it will be a shorter experience for you. But that for us is what RPGs are about, right? You roleplay, you define how you want to experience the game. If you want to immerse yourself, I think you really need a fucking Excel sheet to just track all the choices and everything you have done, to just really know that you have explored everything and found everything. You know, I think it's 5 years since Witcher. People still keep finding scenes in The Witcher 3, and sometimes in the quest team we keep talking about like, okay, yeah, they finally found, you know, that thing that we did somewhere. And there are some things that you still didn't find, by the way, in The Witcher 3. So, you know, I know that Cyberpunk is going to be very similar in that regard.
Let me just say, having played Cyberpunk a little bit, there's nothing more satisfying than blowing up a dude with his own grenade by using a camera. I can't explain to you how fun that is.
All right.
We have a question
know
from
what you're talking about, but I'm jealous. Please continue with the question.
It's amazing. It's very fun. We all know the game is in first person, but Fukli wants to know, is there a third person option?
No.
So when we started designing Cyberpunk very early, there was a decision taken that we want to make a step forward from The Witcher 3, and that we want to build the game in first person. And from that point, we started designing quest system, scene system specifically. So all the scenes, when you as a character, you're in the game and you're feeling as V, you know, talking to that fixer, you know, sitting by the table, eating that burger and so on. When you're there, everything is crafted to work from the first person perspective. So the answer is no. There's no third person, because whole game has been crafted to emphasize the feeling of immersion. And you will see, and I hope you will feel as well, what I mean by that. When you're really in the shoes of V, and you're exploring the game and feeling it, you know, when you see these gigantic buildings, you know, when you meet those characters, when somebody is actually like a really tall dude and you see them towering above you, right? And when you're like thrown on the floor, it feels completely different. When you're like dragged somewhere, you know, you could have seen in the like console footage that we have shown, there's this awesome scene at the end when you're like being dragged on this Netrunner chair with this don't want to spoil it too much, but you can see the footage. There's this awesome moment when you can feel and you can see, okay, what we meant by first person. And that's cost us incredible amount of time, R&D, so just research and development. We're trying to find ways how to make it well, how to make it fluent. And for us as a studio, it was a huge step forward because we didn't know how to build it, right, first. That was a huge learning process. So that's why Cyberpunk is in the first person to emphasize the immersion.
That's
I mean, on one side, this could be an interesting question.
It's not just like a,
to see if we can actually differentiate, but obviously we can
you
have
go into the depth of it, and that is
obviously
much appreciated from me, and I'm guaranteeing you the same goes for chat. We got another question from Mr. Pritzel. Are we going to be able to have multiple save files? Because I don't want to leave my character behind when I start a new playthrough.
Oh yeah, I mean, when you're talking about multiple save files, yeah, absolutely. As a player, of course, you have access to it. As a designers, we have paid actually special attention to it. Actually, like Quest team, which I'm leading, an open world team, are responsible for placing also like checkpoints and autosaves in the game. So when you're exploring the game, we just want to make sure that the game is saved, let's say, in a convenient moment, because we as a designers, we know that you're about to experience something very specific. And as a player, you're not expecting it, but we will save the game for you to just make sure that you're prepared for it. So
this is good.
For us, it was very important to just give you that option. So as a player, you can actually like,
triple S League.
Have always some way to go back to not to be punished if, let's say, you have done or maybe you have picked something that you didn't really want. And that was one of our important points after working on The Witcher 3.
This
I do read the comments, man, but they're speaking. Do you want me to speak over them?
LFR picked it up.
Do you want me to speak when they're speaking?
What are the different mini-games, activities that we can find or encounter in Night City? Karaoke, gambling, UFO catcher. What is some of the things you can tell us about possible ways to get distracted from the main story?
Okay, so there's actually a bunch of different options for the player, but one thing I wanted to point out is that when we have started building mini-games, let's call it, we knew that we want to make sure that they have all very deeply ingrained narrative context. So that this is always deeply in the story. So one of the things that you have maybe seen already is a hacking mini-game. So as a player, you can... when you're playing, as a netrunner,
also shut the fuck up. You're the second time you're actually telling me that.
And through the hacking, break through the ice and get to different options, upload demons, so upload the different quick hacks and just force those devices to do things. And actually our hacking minigame has quite a bit of depth into it. Like one of our designers, Dennis, that has been working on that minigame, he did a really incredible job to just make sure that the minigame has those different options as a player. And even in the prologue, when you encounter actually a few times the hacking minigame, you will see that what I mean by that.
You can go and insult me in my fucking stream.
To see, and also a bit of depth in that. So that's one thing. Then on top of that, as a player, you can also experience few other things that have a bit of more narrative context. There is a whole bigger tournament connected to the fistfights. And this has been said before, so this is not a spoiler in a way, that you are going to encounter lots of different, actually specifically crafted NPCs, and each of them is really awesome scene. That's another designer from my team, Philip. He has been working on those scenes, and it put a lot of time actually to just make sure it feels awesome. And it's, I find it amusing that every character that you encounter during that feast fights, they all have small stories. And I'm just dying to actually find out what you guys think about those, because some of them are hilarious. Then what else you can do as a player, you can also use all those awesome fucking cars that you have obtained in races. So as a player, you can meet one of the important characters and then actually do the races in Night City. Outside of the Night City, there's just a whole smaller, I would say, but still intriguing with its own story arc, small storyline that introduces you to the player. And those chases are pretty fun, actually. Like, as you have probably seen on the trailers, our chases, the way we do them, they're not that typical. There is a bit more of a twist there. They do not fuck around If I dare to say, like there are guns involved and other devices throughout that. So as a player, there's actually plenty of things, and you will be surprised, I think, by the things you can see there. And I think it's actually really satisfying when you see all those different customized cars, because each of the people that you're going to race against, right, they have their own personalities, and the designer has been working on it. Eero has picked specific cars, to just make sure that they all feel nice, that they fit right to the story. And as a player, when you're there, it actually feels really amazing. It has been shown in one of the trailers, so you can peek on it when you have all those cars. So those are, I would say, main things in terms of mini games, what you can do in Cyberpunk.
That was
awesome.
Thank you.
Are we done?
The detail there is just
wow,
sky high, and I love it.
My head is full, guys.
It's a nice way to say I'm going for too long.
No. It's never going on too long for me. I love hearing all these details without having them like fully spoiled. Like, you gave us so much information about the racers that you're going to be racing against, and the people that chose the car specifically for them because of their personalities in game. That is detail that I know I'm not going to be the only person that loves to have, because that adds to the lore, that adds to the character, that adds to the world, and everybody here wants to be immersed in the world of Cyberpunk 2077. So Pavel, thank you so much for all of your time. Thank you, chat, for asking all of these amazing questions. This has been an amazing time. Like, I learned so much. Well, I feel like I still haven't had too much spoiled, and that's
not really
hard to do.
Yeah, I'm not the best in not spoiling, but I tried to keep my answer short, very cryptic. And it's been a pleasure also talking to you. Like, I'm just actually honestly dying to find out what you think about the game, and I know that devs in Red are also thinking the same. Honestly, we really want to find out. And first thing I'm doing after actually finishing this, I'm just going to read that previews. After media playing the game, I'm just very curious what they think. Thank you.
Thank you. Pavel Sasko, lead quest designer for Cyberpunk 2077. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to everyone in chat for joining us.
I think we're done with this. Yeah, we're done. We're done with this. Oh my god, that was wild. Yeah. So the reason why I got like angry is whenever I look at the chat, this guy is like, shut up, shut up, shut up. Like, obviously, if you're going to the stream, when someone is restreaming it, sometimes that person is going to say something, and that's what pissed me off. So I'm like, dude, like, chill out. And I see it once, and I see it twice, I see it 3 times, and I'm like, okay, enough is enough. So that was a thing. So there was a lot of repeating questions that were on the previous 2 live Night City Wires, actually. But yeah, obviously they cannot go too far into like the lore questions and all of that. But yeah. I do hope there are multi-character saves, because it's easier to actually pick and choose, like, okay, this is one of my characters and this is every single save file I have from this character. So hopefully they have that thing, but multiple save files, of course. Bro, can you upload short video about questions with Pavel? So this stream is gonna be on, so I'm gonna end it soon, like in 5 minutes, and it's gonna be here on the channel. I'm going to divide the stream into places when Pavel talks and etc, etc. So yeah, there was a question about Flathead. So Flathead is only going to be used in select missions. So no, sadly, Flathead is not going to be a thing in the rest of the game. We had a wild stream. We had a wild stream. Yeah, like I really tend to talk little when people are talking. Sometimes I have to answer a question, and my mic is not even that hard. Like, yeah. thank you everyone. No, seriously, thank you everyone for coming. Obviously, once the game comes out, we're gonna have a lot of these streams where I actually play the game, you know, I have fun. So, thank you all for coming. This was absolutely wild. Thank you for all the likes. We had an insane amount of people actually watching the stream. I never even assumed that many people are gonna watch the stream, so that's insane. Seriously, thank you. So I saw the videos that were uploaded. I didn't see any new gameplay here. So what I believe IGN uploaded and probably what they uploaded, it's all of the gameplay we had seen before here. I doubt that there is new exclusive gameplay. But yeah, not to marry you. Yeah, thank you seriously everyone for coming. I'm a streamer now. Well, I believe I believe now that YouTube enabled streaming in that sense that it's good. I think I mean I love streaming. I really do. I don't know if I'm gonna be a variety streamer, but for now it's definitely gonna be Cyberpunk. Obviously I'm thinking about the future and future content, but right now it's Cyberpunk. Expect a surprise live wire. Yeah, I think next week or in 2 weeks we might actually get a surprise live stream, just like we had with Xbox. We have to see PlayStation gameplay, obviously. Obviously we have to see it. So they're gonna be showing that in one of the upcoming streams. Hopefully there is going to be new gameplay. Maybe they just do the same gameplay they did for Xbox, but we'll see. Cute Bosnian, you got a fangirl? IGN gave some new screenshots on their review. Alright, I'm gonna check it out. Alright, so thank you all for coming. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow with and girls. I see you 5% girls that watch this. So tomorrow I have a news video, and I'm gonna be working on the analysis video of this gameplay trailer. So thank you. Thank you all for coming. Bye bye. Bye bye. See you. See you tomorrow with a new video. On Sunday, there's gonna be community podcast here on this channel, so also be on the lookout for that. This is LKM signing out, and stay classy, everyone. You have all the links. Also, I made Instagram. I do apologize for not putting a link, but you can find me on Instagram as well. I'm gonna start posting there soon. Don't worry. And that's it. Bye bye.